What's going on, everybody? It's your man Mike Press from 24. We are here in Springfield, Massachusetts with the two owners of the Soul Factory. We have Sway, Enimo. Fellows, I appreciate y'all for having us out here.
We appreciate you coming out.
So let's just kind of get into, how did the name come about?
Wow, the name, man, the Soul Factory. It was like real. It's us, and we have actually one other member. He actually in the military right now in the Army, so he's stationed in Kentucky. But we've always been friends for about a year and a half now. But we've always been connected, coming from the same area. And we were just kind of brainstorming ideas with a name, and kind of like soul, obviously the soul off your feet. But then the factory part is just like hard workers. That's how we thought about it, and that's what we are. We always hard working. We always try to do something to better something else.
Right.
So how did your idea of doing a sneaker show even come about?
Funny story is, the Soul Factory originally was supposed to be a raffling page.
Okay.
We're supposed to just raffle sneakers and fill slots, and that's it. Call it a day. We raffle sneakers every day. And we were looking for something more to connect our community together. We want, nobody ever has brought a sneaker event to Springfield, Mass, to barely to Holyoke, barely to Connecticut. So we're like, what's better than sneakers and people in our community? So we brought our community together. We had our first one out in a parking lot. We were expecting about 25 vendors, few 50 people to come, nothing too big. We sold 40 tables our first show.
Wow.
Second show, sold 80 tables. And it became a demand. Everybody was like, when's the next one? What's the next one? What's the next one? So we partnered up with the local hockey team around here, the Springfield Thunderbirds. We had it at the Mass Mutual Center, a few blocks away from here. Pretty good. Our end goal was always to have one here at the Hall of Fame.
Got it.
We once we started, we always say, we're gonna take this to the Hall of Fame. We're gonna do it. I know we can do it. And once we came in here, we spoke to the directors, and they gave us a green go. It was a blessing. It was a dream come true. That's how we got here.
I mean, when we found out, where it actually was, like, we was even shocked, like, on our own. And to actually come here and actually have the exhibit open for people to walk through was a plus.
Right.
The energy from everybody, it was competitive, it was humble, it was fun, it was exciting. We had a lot of cool, like, bets and games like that. When you guys look at it from stepping back for a second and be able to see that, what does that feel like?
Accomplishments.
It's crazy, man. It's honestly breathtaking. That's what comes to mind to me. Like Sway said, coming from a parking lot to this in 6 months has been something that we didn't think we were going to reach that fast and grow that fast. And what I like to say, man, like, closed mouths don't get fed. And the fact that we haven't had a sneaker show in Springfield, in the house of basketball, where basketball originated, never, ever, like, why hasn't that happened? And, it's a blessing to be the first ones, and to be providing a service that most really can't. That's what we strive for.
How do you guys find your vendors, usually?
So usually we make a flyer, we post it up. It's a little tricky. We sit down, start DMing people. We don't just put the flyer and hope the flyer does its job for itself. We go out and personally reach out to all our vendors. We search up local area codes. We'll put the 413, we'll put the New York area codes, we'll put the Rhode Island area codes. Usually all the resellers from that area will come out. We'll send hundreds of messages out. Obviously, you're going to have those few people, it's too far, but we get the ones that actually want to come out, join us, join the Soul Factory family, and have a good show. So we put the flyer out, or we reach out to our vendors personally and invite us to the show.
How far in space do you guys try to do your events? Some people do it like every 3 months, once every month. Do you have a system yet, or you just kind of like?
Honestly, like, our system, we're just starting to build our system.
Okay.
With this being our biggest and best event, now we're just looking at the future. I mean, we really found, like, okay, this is our niche. We got something here, and I think we're gonna roll every month and a half, every 2 months.
Okay.
We're already looking at another venue. I don't want to announce it yet, but we're already looking at another venue for March, and we're gonna keep going. We're not stopping.
For people that want to do a sneaker event, brand new people, give some advice to that person or to that group of people.
First advice I'll give out is do some research a little bit. It's get connected with your community. Your community is gonna make who you are. Without your community, you won't be able to strive. You gotta be good to your community so your community can be good to you. You go out, give back, do whatever you gotta do with your community, know your community. And I'm telling you, if you have your community on lock, they love you, they're gonna show you love. They're gonna show you love.
All right, let's have some fun questions.
Ooh.
All right, here we go.
Talk to him.
Are y'all brothers?
No, we're not.
Okay.
We're not even related at all.
All right, y'all not related. All right, that's one. Two, favorite sneaker.
Who? For the love of the Game 7s.
Okay.
Chicago won.
Chicago won. All right. If y'all played in one-on-one, who's winning?
Me, perfect.
He ain't winning. You are not winning.
perfect.
You ain't getting in the paint.
Nah, it's
Lockdown defense, rebounding over you all the
But he
time.
can't score, so it don't matter.
It's okay. You ain't scoring because I got you on lock.
All right, cool.
He ain't scoring.
All
Everybody
right, but
that knows,
what about out of the three of you? We still missing one. Out of the three of y'all.
Out of G,
that's D-Book right there.
I don't know.
He was down here probably like 2 weeks ago, and he was like, "Oh yeah, they call me D-Book back in Kentucky. I'm nice. We go to LA Fitness right across the street, bricking everything. And we're like, bro,
Little rusty.
you telling us you D-Book, but you out here missing every shot.
a
And
little rusty.
I won't even put him in the competition. I won't even do it to him.
He's dead last.
Yeah.
You started 6 months ago. That's a pretty fast time frame to move through things and to get a space like this, right? And I know you had talked about, what the future is, but if you could kind of give a little elaboration on maybe where you see your future within this business going.
So definitely, we're just trying to. We're always trying to stay authentic to ourselves first and foremost. We definitely we started with our community because that's what helped us grow. And now we're gonna start branching out to other cities. We want to take over New England. We want to start going to Boston. We want to go to Hartford. We want to go up to New Hampshire. We want to go to Rhode Island. Take over. We feel like we took over our community. We took over our state for the most part. Now we're branching out, and then it's from there. It's the East Coast. Maybe we go down to the Carolinas. We go down to Florida, and then we move to the West Coast. We look highly up to like the sneaker cons of the world and all that. So, and we want to be on that level one day. We want to be in that conversation.
Now, I know you didn't just wake up one day and was like, yo, you're going to do a sneaker event.
Yeah.
So, what did you do before this?
So me, I was a college student. Went to AIC right down the street, 4 years. Got my double major in criminal justice psychology. Whole time I'm there, think I'm gonna be a cop. Yeah, I'm gonna be a cop. I'm gonna be a U.S. Marshal. I found my love in sneakers. My junior year of college. Yeah, found my love in sneakers. Yep, complete opposite. I finished out. I got my degree, but I fell in love with sneakers. I started reselling. I met a lot of good people reselling, and I fell in love with it. I found like my true passion. I was still, while I was in college, still figuring out, okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can weigh out my options. But once I got into the sneakers and once I sold my first pair, and I found out the freedom that comes with it and that good feeling of, okay, now I'm giving back to my community in some sort of way. That was a blessing. That made me want to be who I am. So now I do this full time. I'm here.
What about you, man?
It's like
I've been in the sneakers my whole life. I used to work at Champs in high school. This was dating in 2013, and that's kind of where I really fell in love. I was reselling back then, but I never really understood the business part of it. It was just mostly like if I resell 6 pair Concords at the time when they came out, I could keep my personal. Yeah. So then after that, I joined the military. Actually, was in the military for 6 years as a firefighter. And then once my 6 years was kind of coming up, I started reselling about 6 months before I got out, and was seeing a very quick traction of customers and supporters. So I was like, I might have something here. And I've always wanted to be my own entrepreneur, my own business. I always wanted to do things my own way. The military is great. I'll recommend it to anybody, but you're very locked down. There's not much you could do for yourself, and especially I have a family as well, so that took a big idea of me coming out. So I got out and I took reselling full time. I took a chance on myself, and now I'm here, a year out of the military, been reselling, and then about 6 months since I've been home, I met Sway. We never knew each other from a hole in the wall.
Oh, wow.
It's not like we've been boys for 10 years, the whole crazy story.
Oh, wow.
Like, no, we actually met about a year ago, like a little over a year ago. And
so y'all journey is pretty fresh.
Yes. So we've only known each other for about a little over a year. Actually, we were talking about like our anniversary meeting each other. It was crazy.
It's probably a few days ago.
But the thing, what kind of clicked for us, and it's surrounding yourself around good people that share the same values, that share the same views. And he saw that in me, and I saw that in him. And from there, one event happened, 2 events happened, and now we turned into business partners where our money's his money's my money's his money, and we come together. We got an online store now where we still resell because it's still our passion. It's still our passion to connect with the customers, providing that service. But obviously, this is another part of the business that we're pushing forward.
Well, let's wrap it up with just one question, one final question.
Okay.
Being that, would you say it's a large investment to start, or it's just start?
Start. You can start with anything. Me personally, I started with the shoes that were in my closet. I pulled 2 of them out, sold those, used that same money, and I kept going. I didn't start with 5,000, 4,000, 10,000. I started with $400. Sold the 2 shoes that were in my closet. And it keeps going. You get the flow going. You get the inventory coming. You'll make good. You don't need no large investment.
So basically, you say you ain't got to be great to start, but you got to be start to be great.
Exactly.
It's gonna be great if we don't start.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't think we should end any other way than
No,
that.
no.
Fellas, I definitely appreciate us, for having us here, and I think we had a lot of fun. And I would definitely love to, come back and do it all over again, wherever it's going to be. And, as always, we appreciate the time and the love and the efforts. And, guys, Soul Factory.
Appreciate you guys coming out.
Tell people where they can find you, whether it's email addresses, websites, IG, whatever it is.
Instagram, TheSoleFactoryLLC. We got a website. You can buy your sneakers, buy our merch, www.TheSoleFactoryLLC.com. Find us there. We have a TikTok. Don't use it much, but it's The Soul Factory LLC. Everything's The Soul Factory LLC. You guys can find us there, and you'll find us.
Yeah, I got all the information. Guys, my name is Mike Press from 24, and we out.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.